stand perfectly straight, arms crossed, eyes closed, and I fall back, having faith that someone is there to catch me. Trust. The firm belief in the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. That's the Google definition of trust. As easy as it sounds, it's pretty complex. There are so many different ways to trust. You can trust yourself, trust your family, trust your friends, trust in your beliefs, trust the process, or trust that Mr. Postman won't catch you wearing the wrong uniform. Good afternoon, Mr. Kidd, Ms. Bat, faculty, fellow students, and my family. In the next few minutes, I'm going to try to remind you why trusting yourself is the most important trust you can have. Now, I believe that with many lessons in life, there are only two ways you can learn. Those are going through something personally, where you are forced to learn, or learning from others' mistakes. Now, considering I can't force you to go through a life challenge right now, let's talk about some of my mistakes, or times in my life where I could have benefited from having some more self-trust. So I quit my favorite sport, that I've been doing for as long as I can remember. I think competitively since I was 9, and I quit because I didn't trust my own abilities. I was a gymnast, and I was having so many mental blocks every practice that I was not allowing myself to perform skills that I was physically capable of doing. One day, my mind decided to overthink every aspect of the skills that I had done hundreds of times before. This led me to needing to leave my favorite sport because it caused me more pain than happiness. I had to leave behind my friends who were like family, and I had to adjust to not going to the gym 16 hours a week. Now, it might sound stupid, but if you're a competitive athlete or very passionate about something, imagine leaving that thing completely behind just because you didn't trust yourself. I've never enjoyed public speaking, but I allowed that flaw to get in my head, which led to me turning down speaking at my grade 8 graduation in front of my friends and their families who I had known for 10 years just because I thought I was going to mess up. I didn't trust myself. I lost a friend they really cared about because I was scared that they needed a type of friend that I couldn't be. I didn't trust I was good enough. These are all moments in my life that I now look back on and wonder, what would have gone differently if I could have just trusted myself? Now, I'm not trying to say that things never go wrong when you trust yourself, because that's not the case. I trust myself and still have hard days, but I'm now less likely to waste time looking back on these parts of my life and wonder, what if? If you continue to make decisions based on the lack of trust you have for yourself, your regrets are going to pile up. You're going to be spending so much time wondering, what if? What if I didn't experience mental blocks? What if I didn't lose that friend? What if I didn't skip out on those small opportunities? What if I could have simply trusted myself? I say simply trust, but in fact, it's not a simple thing. It takes time, trial, and error, but compared to the many regrets I've had in my life regarding lack of trust, trusting myself feels like a doable task. So let me teach you some quick ways to build self-trust so you can have less what-if moments. Number 1, spend time with yourself. It works like this. The better you get to know a friend, the more you trust them, right? Guess what? You work the same way. The more you get to know yourself, the more you trust yourself. Not spending time alone can be a reflection of lack of self-trust. You may be uncomfortable being left alone in your own thoughts, which is okay, but it's important to learn about yourself. Stop trying to keep yourself busy to distract yourself from all of your life problems, because although it may seem great in the moment, at some point everything's going to hit you. Personally, I like to go on walks and listen to music. A friend of mine likes to paint, another likes to read. Definitely not things I would choose to do personally, but they work. You spend time with yourself, therefore you get to know yourself better. Number 2, work on being decisive. The best thing you can do is learn from your mistakes. So instead of constantly questioning what decisions to make a choice and stick with it. It will either turn out great or you will learn and grow as a person. It's a win-win situation. Number 3, whether you're at school, at an activity with friends, or spending time with yourself, think about what you're doing. Learn your strengths and your weaknesses and be accepting of both. If you find that you really lack self-trust, try practicing those strengths that you have to build up some self-confidence. Number 4, set reasonable goals for yourself. Trust me, I know it can be hard. I set unreasonable goals for myself all the time. But if we focus on setting goals that we know we can achieve, it allows us to build trust in our abilities. Number 5, be kind to yourself. Get rid of negative thoughts and harsh self-criticism. Yes, it's important to learn where we went wrong and how we can improve. But instead of beating yourself up for your mistakes, learn from them. Like I said, lots of trial and error. And remember that to have solid relationships where you can trust and actually rely on others, which is a very important part of life, you need to trust yourself first, or you will continue to doubt others because subconsciously you won't believe that trust is possible. self-trust. But what I really want you to do is see what happens when you let yourself fall back into your own arms, trusting that they will catch you. Thank you.